Hi, my name is Chuck Evans, and I'm the Executive Director of Instruction for the Medicus Golf Institute, and I'd like to welcome you here to talk about one thing that we always get questions, and that is how to generate more power in your golf swing. Well, there's several ways to do that. The first way is you have to increase your arm speed. The faster you move your arms, the more clubhead speed you have. The second way is you actually have to hit it in the sweet spot, not the heel and the toe. And the third thing is the club has to be on plane. Well, today we're going to talk about something to help build your swing speed, and it's called the Medicus Maximus. It's a weighted hittable driver, all designed for you to hit golf balls and increase your swing speed on an average of 6 to 8, 10 miles an hour. But before we start to go into that, I want to show you some details about this club. Now, the Maximus, unlike other weighted hittable drivers, has a real golf shaft and a real club head. These are all normal weighting. Unlike some of the others, they either use a steel bar or conceal a steel bar inside the shaft. Some of them even have a bent shaft to do this weighting. But because of our proprietary soft weighting system, we put a special high rebound thermoplastic resin tungsten into it, and that allows us to precisely position the weight and provides a feel that can never be matched by solid bar systems. We also use an initial weight transfer system that dramatically improves the player's wrist cocking and release motion. Now, testing has shown with repeated use that players that use the Maximus will gain an average of 6 to 8 miles per hour increase in their swing speed. Now, that's 2.3 yards per mile per hour of speed, so if you increase your swing by 10 miles an hour, that's 23 yards. So we basically have 4 keys to the Maximus. It's hittable, it has the inertial weight shift in it, it has a real club feel, and it helps you to stay on plane. Now we're going to talk about how you use the Maximus in your practice routines and how you can build up your strength and flexibility, gain more speed, and hit the ball farther. Before you use the Maximus or before you play golf, we would suggest that you do a little stretching. So I'm going to give you some stretching exercises that we do at our golf school. And the first one we're going to do is we're going to hold the Maximus out with the left wrist in a flat condition, not bent, not arched. And we're just going to rotate this club right and left as far as we can rotate it. You're going to do this about 10 times and then switch hands. This time with the right wrist, make sure the right wrist is bent and not flat. And now it's bent and it's bent, because these are the conditions that your wrists would be in. Now we're going to take the Maximus and we're going to take our golf posture, hold the Maximus behind us, and you're going to just raise it up with your arms without changing your posture. Go as far as you can, just hold it there. Once you've held it, go ahead and try to go a little more. Remember, try to increase the stretch, but never bounce. Once you've done that and you've stretched this all the way out as far as you can go, now you're loosening up your shoulder girdles as well and some tricep activity. Then you can grab the club right underneath the head, right here on the hosel, place it down here. Now pull in both directions like it's an isometric. So you want to do this stretch, then you're going to switch hands, and you're going to do the other stretch. Again, all we're doing is try to stretch out all your golf-specific muscles. All right, now from here, what we're going to do is we're going to use this as a brace. Grab your right foot and pull it up behind you so that your thigh and your knee are touching, and you're going to feel a little burning sensation here in the thigh, and that's okay because you're just stretching it out. And then do the same thing with the other leg. Now, when you get really good at this, you don't need to balance at all. You can just do this all day long. And the more you try to put this leg behind you, the more burn you're going to feel. Now, for the next one, we want to place the foot up on the heel, with the other foot back. Try to leave your legs in the same position, reach forward, and you're stretching out your hamstrings now. If you hear a loud popping noise, that'll be your hamstring, so no bouncing on this one. Switch feet, do the same thing. Remember, all we're trying to do is stretch out golf-specific muscles. All right, those are just some of the exercises you can do to stretch out. There's a lot more of them, but these are kind of the ones that we go through at the golf school with a couple more additions. So remember, before you play golf or any physical activity, first consult your physician. Secondly, always get stretched out. All right, now let's talk about how to use the Maximus to build more club head speed. You know, the Maximus, because of the weight, the 2.4 pounds of weight, if you just swing this without hitting golf balls, you will increase your speed and flexibility as well as your arm and shoulder strength. So you don't actually have to hit golf balls. You can just make air swings, you know, feel the weight of the club. And for right-handers, it's always good to swing it back left-handed and through the other way too, so you actually loosen up both sides. Now, after you've loosened up pretty good, now you want to go up and you want to hit some golf balls. So you want to hit 4 or 5 shots with the Maximus. And as you get set, just try to make your normal golf swing, but feel the weight of the Maximus. Right after impact, you're going to feel this shaft kind of jump like this. The reason it's doing that is because of that weight system we talked about. It's moving down the shaft a little, and it forces your arms to go this way instead of going impact and up. So hit 4 or 5 shots with the Maximus, feel the weight, and again, once you get to the top, it's really hard to try to throw this thing out here. It wants to stay back and help keep you on plane. After you've hit your shots with the Maximus, now pick up your driver. Your driver is going to feel light as a feather. So make a couple of practice swings, get a feel for it, and then step up to a ball and make a swing with your normal driver. What you're going to feel is an explosive amount of speed as this club comes through the ball. So air swings with your Maximus, and if you're going to do this at home, you can just swing it 10-15 minutes a day. And when you're out on the range practicing, hit 4 or 5 shots with the Maximus, then put it down, grab your other club, hit 4 or 5 shots with your driver, alternate between the Maximus and your driver. Let's talk about a couple of other things that the Maximus does because of the weight. If you have trouble cocking your wrist because you're bending your arms this way, if you just feel like you're taking this thing back with your right forearm, the weight of the club will set itself. You don't have to actively try to set it. Conversely, when you're coming down in the downswing, this club wants to come down this way, so let it. The Maximus allows you to do that rather than trying to take it down here, which is actually going to slow your swing down. The next thing it does is help you with your swing plane. If I'm set up and I'm at the top of my swing, because of the weight of this thing, as I get back here and I start down, this club wants to rotate back just a little bit. It does not want to come forward. So you want to just let the weight of the club start doing its thing. And remember, it's going to build strength, flexibility, and speed. So all you have to do is swing this thing 10 to 15 minutes a day. Get a feel for this. It's also going to help you with your tempo. It's going to keep you from getting too fast. So these are just some of the benefits of using this Maximus. If you have any problems or have any questions, feel free to either call us or email us and we'll be glad to help you. I'd like to thank OB Sports and Longbow Golf Club in Mesa, Arizona for helping us with this video today and allowing us to use their facility. If you're ever in the area, drop by Longbow. It's a great golf course, good practice facility, excellent short game facility, and the golf course is primo.